Morning, everyone. US market continue to see declining trend yesterday as well, and today even the futures are a bit lower. This is mainly driven by high energy prices, wherein even though oil has moved up sharply yesterday uh, by around $3, and gas prices are moving higher in European region. Uh, Apart from that, there is a testimony of Fed injectional, which will be starting on Thursday, and comment about the policy will be happening on Friday evening. So there again, the expectation is that the Fed will continue to remain hawkish and will talk more about inflation controlling than growth. That is also putting up some pressure on the US market. Apart from that, Asian markets are, apart from Hong Kong and China, other markets are marginally down. Hong Kong and China are down higher by over 1%, mainly on account of some tech stock Alibaba has declined, and some financial stocks also has come under pressure. Chinese economy is seeing consistent pressure on uh, property revival, downturn, and Chinese government is looking to revive that particular part of economy, but are facing a lot of difficulty in that, and that is putting up a lot of pressure on the Chinese economy. So one of the reason could be like for the decline of Hong Kong and Chinese market is that. Then apart from that, the commodity has seen up move. Oil is up by around $3 to near to around $100. This is also led by OPEC chief has is saying that they may cut the production if the prices fall. So that has supported the prices of oil, and the other energy prices like gas is moving up. Then iron ore is also up by around 0.5%, and steel is up by around 0.5%. Yesterday we saw some bounce back in Indian market, and whereas the other Asian market or international markets are under pressure. So we may see some pressure on that account in Indian market. And I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yes, sir. Thank you. A very good morning, all of you. This is Ayush. I'll be covering the technical part for today. So, as I mentioned, like in yesterday's session, we have seen a gap down opening, and Nifty has taken a important support from its 20 DMA, which was placed around 17,400 levels. And Nifty has taken an important support from those levels and has moved higher in the second half. Then, but on the upside, Nifty has taken a strong resistance of 17,600, which we had mentioned in yesterday's call. For today, taking the cues from the global markets, we feel Nifty is expected to open a gap down opening, and we are going to witness a sideways to selling pressure move in today's session also. For today, important support is placed at 17,500 levels, and if we witness a breakdown of 17,500 levels, then Nifty might test 17,400 followed by 17,330 levels. Whereas, like yesterday, if Nifty moves upward, and then the immediate resistance for today is currently placed at 17,680, followed by 17,800. Moving on to Bank Nifty, same movement was seen in Bank Nifty also. Important support was taken from its 20 DMA of around 38,150 levels, and Bank Nifty has shown a strong momentum in yesterday's session. Similar thing is expected in today's session also. Then for today, the immediate support for Bank Nifty is placed at 38,500 levels. And if we witness a closing below that, then it might drag toward 38,000 to 40, followed by taking the psychological support level of 38,000. Whereas immediate resistance for this index is placed at 39,000, followed by 39,270. Moving on to Nifty Financial Services, it gave a closing of above 17,600. For today, the immediate support for this index is placed around 17,550, followed by 17,400 to 430 levels. Whereas immediate resistance for this index is placed at 17,700, followed by 17,800. Moving on to stocks, Apollo Hospital is looking good at the current level. It has taken the support of its lower channel and well placed above its 100 DMA. One can take a buying call for a target of 4270 for this by keeping a stop loss of 3980. We have also initiated a buy call on this. That's all from my side. I request Neerav to take the call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Ayush. On the derivative part, the important thing here is the highest open interest amongst puts has shifted upwards from 17,000 to 17,500. Even though it's a marginal thing, but it has shifted upwards, which is important. So 17,500 becomes a strong support area for Nifty. Also, on the upside, there is huge amount of open interest built up around the 18,000 call strike. So that does tell us that it is going to be difficult to break 18,000 for the next coming, 2 to 3 days at least. There is a resistance around 17,600 levels as well. So, all in all, with today we are opening down, there is a possibility we will take support around 17,500. Can probably break 17,500 today, but on a closing basis it can again regain 17,500 and move above the same. Nifty should remain largely sideways in between 17,500 to 17,700 levels in the next couple of trading sessions, looking at the options data. PCR OI has come up after the run up yesterday. From the oversold zone, it has come up around 1. Open interest is more or less stagnant. The good part is the FIs continue to buy. Even in such markets, they have continued to buy our markets. India VIX is one area of concern. India VIX has moved up from sub 16.5 levels to about 19 levels, and once this goes about 20 levels, you might see a strong selling pressure coming in, which can break important support levels. So this is one thing that one needs to track closely going forward. From the stock specific front, we saw some good amount of selling pressure in the IT sector. Even though the selling came in, there are not many shorts that were built into the system. So the likes of Infosys, TCS, Tech Mahindra, these stocks can witness some buying action in today and in the coming sessions as well. So look out for the same. There can be some amount of selling pressure in the banking stocks today at the start, but ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Kotak Bank, these banks should regain composure by the middle of the day and start to move up. A good amount of long built up has been seen in these A group counters, and they should hold up important support areas. So that's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. So over last few days, the institutional team has held a financials conference and they have invited many banks and NBFCs, and the common takeaways from all of them was that most of them expect loan growth to either maintain at current levels, and some of them expect it to accelerate going forward through this year. So there is scope for system level credit growth of 13% which we are seeing today to further move higher. And business momentum is good across almost all segments of corporate, retail, SME. However, it is particularly good in segments like home loans, vehicle finance, SME loans is picking up, gold loans, and microfinance. In the large cap space, we continue to remain positive on HDFC, ICICI, and Axis Bank. And in the mid cap space, Cholamandalam, IndusInd Bank, DCB, Karur Vysya, and Federal Bank. So we are positive on all these stocks. And overall, we feel that banking sector as a whole, the loan growth is accelerating. Asset quality is at the best possible position in the last decade, if we see, and also valuations are below average over last 10 years. So from all sides, we see that sector can outperform going forward. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Dreamfolks IPO is opening today and closing on 26th August. Price band is rupees 308 to 326. Dreamfolks has the largest airport service aggregator platform and integrates various global card network providers like RuPay, Visa, etc., and debit card and credit card issuers like Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, and other corporate clients like Indigo Club, Mahindra on a unified technology platform. Clients tie up with Dreamfolk to enable its end consumers get access to multiple services during their journey at airport. The services includes various launch related services at airports, including food and beverages, spa facilities, baggage pickup and drop facility. Majority of the company's revenue is driven from India. The company facilitates access to 100% of the 54 lounges currently operational in India and has enjoyed a market share of over 95% of all India issued credit and debit card access to airport lounges in fiscal 2022. FY20 sales for the company grew at 47.9% and came in at 367 crores, majorly driven by higher volume. H1 FY22 being COVID impacted, H2 FY22 sales for the company came at rupees 197 crores. Annualizing this, revenue for FY22 stood at rupees 394 crores, which is higher than FY20, indicating the company is showing growth over pre-COVID levels. On the industry front, total passenger accessing lounges in India has increased to 8.3% in 2022 versus 5.4% in 2021 and is expected to increase going ahead. With the rising opportunity from the industry, we feel the company being a dominant player will be able to capture the rising opportunity. On the pricing front, since higher pricing from the customer is passed on to the launch operator, although average revenue per passenger has increased from rupees 752 in FY22 to rupees 800 in FY22, gross margins has largely remained range bound. With this, gross margin for FY20 stood at 18.54% and EBITDA margins came in at 12.3%. Since the company has a platform business, ability to scale up its business requires minimal capital deployment. So ROE and ROE of the and ROC of the company also stands high at 48.4% and 47.2% for FY20. Debt for the company stands minimal. Going ahead, FY22 being a COVID impacted, we feel FY23 is expected to have a pent up growth year. We expect sales growth of around 87.3% for FY23 and 35% for FY24. And with higher sales, we expect margins to improve going ahead. With this at a per price band of rupees 326, Dreamfolk is offered at a PE of 30.4 times FY24 EPS, which we feel is attractive. We recommend subscribing to the issue. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, Glenmark US facility has received 17 observations for that plant from US FDA. But the sales from this plant seems to be very minimal, considering that company had said that it has withdrawn all the product from the US market in August 21 and has not launched any product thereafter. It's more of a sentimental negative for the Glenmark Pharma. Then Adani Enterprise, through its subsidiary, has acquired 29.18% holding in NDTV. NDTV promoter owns around 65%, 29 through one company, wherein the Adani Enterprise has acquired that holding, and 32% is owned directly by Radhika and Pranab Roy. The NDTV had said that the acquisition in the company through conversion of warrant was not in consultation with the promoter of the company, that is Pranab Roy and Radhika. So it seems more of a hostile takeover bid which has been coming. Open offer price is comparatively lower than the current market price of around 366, and open offer price is somewhere around 294. So quite possible the stock may see some corrections because the open offer price is lower. So at such price may correct of NDTV. But considering that it's an hostile takeover bid, there is a high probability that there could be a counter offer, or even uh, even the Adani can revise its offer price in this open offer. So no doubt immediately NDTV more of a negative as the price is lower and the share can correct. Yeah, TCS has said that they had not cut the variable pay, which was the rumor in the uh, market, that all the three company has cut the variable pay, but TCS has clarified that for Q1 they had not cut the variable pay. As such can act as sentiment negative for TCS in today's trade. Now I'll request commodity team to take over from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. As expected, gold and silver holded the support levels at 51,000 and 54,700 respectively. So today also we expect prices to edge higher. Buying on dips is recommended. Gold as long as hold 51,000 on closing basis, we expect prices to test higher. 51, 700, 700 to 800 levels are expected. So anywhere between 51, 250, 200 is a good level to enter long. Silver also one can buy with a stop loss of 54, 300. Prices can test 56,000 on higher end. Crude oil today could be in a range bound moment. 7,600 seems to be a resistance area. So if prices correct till 73, 7350, or one can enter around 7400 and buy for a pullback, but strictly profit should be taken, as 7600 seems to be a strong resistance area, so supply may come in. Natural gas, yesterday we have seen a sharp fall, so any pullback should be used to sell. 748, 750 should be good levels to sell natural gas, and one should maintain stop loss of 760. Prices can test 730, 720 on downside. Copper to expected to trade in a range bound 670, the September contract 670 to 678 should be a range. So buying on dips is recommended. That's it from me. Dia can take the currency views.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. So on the currency front, uh, Indian rupee is trading on a weaker side in today's session as well. It has given a mildly gap down around 79.84, but still it's above the support zone of 79.77. Now for today's session, I think if you look at the momentum, even today's open momentum or even yesterday's, it is clearly indicating that 79.75 is the base as far as the intraday trading session goes. So I think one should go long above the level of 79.90 for a target of 80.15 with stop loss at 79.77. As far as other currency goes, Euro INR is seeing some pullback in today's sessions, and I think it will be a safer bet to go long into it. 850, 852 is an immediate resistance. So if it gives a breakout to that, you can easily go long for a target of 58.74 with stop loss at 58.32. For JPY INR, you can go long for a target of 58.60 with stop loss at 58.30. Current trading rate is at 58.44. So these are the three strategies that you can follow through. Uh, as uh, as far as the news goes, there are PMIs that have been released for Euro area and UK as well. Both have fallen from the previous month. So for the Euro area, the headline PMI has fallen to 49.2 in August from 49.9, whereas for the UK, the PMI has dropped to 50.9 from 52. So overall Euro area there is a slight decline, but for UK it's a very steep decline. This is why reason, though there is a pullback in GBP INR, I'm not very bullish on it. So I think for GBP INR, one should wait for it to make a high and go short into the GBP INR from the higher highs. The level that you can look around for going short is 90. 4.48, 94.40. So these two levels one can look forward with going short into the GBP INR. So that's all on the currency front. Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.